Good morning, my name is Fanny and my partner's name is Lee. We are going to talk about Safe and Sound application. Safe and Sound is an application that will help foreigners to know where they can go, and like the pharmacies, the hospitals, and the medical service. And also our slogan is Kind Mexican, Friend in Your Hand. The history of the application began when Lee was sick the last 2 weeks ago. She was really sick and she doesn't know where she can go. So we decided to create the application to help foreigners by giving the location of the hospital, of the medical service, and also the pharmacies. Our application will give the location of all these medical services, hospitals, pharmacies, also the medical products and services, and the translation from where you are and where you have to go. Our competitors is AXA and MedLife because these two companies give medical insurance. So we think that they are our competitors, and ADA, also ADA, that it's another application that also gives like the symptoms you are having. You write it, and this application will tell what's the probably disease you have. Our team is formed by Lee, by me, and also by medical experts that are the doctors and the people that are going to give the service. The translator, because the foreigners speaks a different language. So with the translator we are going to help. And the technical expert to create the application, that is the one who will help us to create the application and the images and all of that.
So we have investigated about our market opportunity. I said that I was sick and I was not able to find where the pharmacies or where can I go to solve my problems. And we found out that there can be more foreigners that they are having these kind of problems, such as the foreign workers or foreign students that come to Mexico. And there are different systems, medical systems from their country, so they can be confused. And the number of foreigners that are living in the Mexico, in the Mexico City, there are 82,350 foreigners, and in the country in total there are 262,672 foreigners. And for these foreigners we can provide the app, and as we start to sell the premium membership, we can do the marketing of mouth to mouth to promote our service, and also we can use the social media to promote this application. So the approximate time that will take to develop the app is 4 months, and during these 4 months we are going to pay 75,000 pesos of salaries for our team, and to create the application we will need 35,000 pesos. So for the total invention will be 110,000 Mexican pesos, and the time that we will get the profits from the invention, we estimate that it will take 1 to 2 years to gain from the investment. So our goal is to make the profits 20% of the profit the first year, and we will going to increase that profit year by year. And the second year, we aim to achieve 30% of the profit, and the third year, we plan to reach until 40% of the profit. And there are two kinds of ways to use the application. There are free trial and premium membership. In the free trial, you can search for the medical symptoms in each language. But in the premium membership, you can have a simple test to know what your sickness is, what your illness is, and this function will cost like 40 pesos a month. So our goal is to have more than 30% of the premium membership customer. I have a question to Fan. Do you think that 40 pesos a month for the premium membership is a little bit expensive, or is it enough? Or is it too cheap?
I think that all Mexican and foreigners people can pay the 40 pesos because we can we can buy another things that will not help us. So I think that 40 pesos it's an investment for our healthy.
Right.
So I think it's a good price.
Yes.
And it's not cheap.
It's
cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap. Yeah, exactly. And we have currently 3 languages: English, Spanish, and Korean. First of all, we have Spanish to communicate with pharmacies and hospitals in Mexico, and we have English because there are many foreigners that can use the English, and we have first Korean because I wanted to help another Koreans to get the medical information. And another question for you, Steffi, if we add more 2 more languages, what languages would be like appropriate?
I think that maybe the Chinese.
Yes.
And also the I don't know, maybe Italian or German.
Yeah. Okay.
I think maybe that 2 languages.
Okay. Because in the Mexico City and Mexico, there are a lot of Chinese, Italians, and Germans, and they are doing the business in Mexico. And and in case of the I have seen a lot of Chinese or Koreans that had lived in Mexico more than 10 years, but they still don't speak very well the Spanish, and they have to ask for the translation to their son or daughter, because sometimes the businessmen of 40 years cannot speak very well the Spanish because they weren't in Mexico during their childhood. So that's it for today, and if you have more questions, you can ask in the open chat, and we will answer within a day. And yeah, thank you for
Thank you.
your attention.
Bye.